Hello, Americans and other friends, subscribers around the world.
Back again.
Miss Kitty, how you feeling this morning?
Oh, I'm a little congested.
Still fighting off the cold. Didn't I just really ain't got a lot to just the day-to-day stuff going on around here. Just pulling together. My life is about keeping Miss Kitty warm, finding firewood.
Yep. Morning coffee this morning. Thank you, Mr. Fatty.
Yes, Mr. Fatty. Thank you very much, man. First, wanted to buy us a cup of coffee on that new app. Thank you very much. Man, it's good too, man.
It is.
So this morning, woke up, got probably another 3 inches of snow. And then it's supposed to snow again this afternoon. And then
the skies will clear and it'll get cold.
It'll be cold as I'll get up overnight. I don't think there's snow tomorrow. And then the next day there's snow again.
Yeah.
Just, dude, insane, crazy weather. And we were getting, today's the first day of the case lot sale. So we were going to go down and restock on a few things and stuff, and they got a pretty good deal on butter. Butter's a big deal right now.
I don't know why butter prices have gone up so much.
Why is everything going up? A lot of crazy crap going on. That's when we talk. It's what kind of video what do you want to talk about this morning?
Yeah.
Yesterday, or was it yesterday's when I talked about the? I think it was yesterday's, man. I touched on the expiration dates on canned foods and all that.
Yeah, growing up, I don't remember ever having expiration dates on anything.
Yeah.
You just knew how to treat your canned goods, how to inspect them prior to
I was talking about
them.
eating those peaches that were like, I don't even know how old, 5 years old or something they were.
Yeah.
That, I was going to see, because I had one comment.
If you look at them, it says Best Buy. It doesn't say throw it away.
I heard they were actually doing away with
I heard that too.
But I haven't seen
it yet either.
See, even Virginia says, man, I ignore dates on cans. One of my favorite places to shop is the expired rack in my local grocery store. Mm-hmm. I've gotten some real deals. They also tell you not to keep your home canned food longer than 1 year. I opened a jar of pork the other day that I canned 3 years ago. Absolutely delicious. Mm-hmm. They just want you to spend more money on new items. Yep. It's all about the money.
Throw it away, buy new. Throw it away, buy new.
That was, this is the one I was looking for. And this is Patriot Preacher 43. One thing I did learn the hard way is that mayonnaise does not last long past the best buy date. 2 or 3 months, maybe. Mm-hmm. And that I could see it going pretty sour. But for the most part, man, just touching back on that, man, because I actually got quite a few comments and everything on that. And the one guy was saying, which is true, and it depends on the kind of things, but because, man, we eat dented cans and all that, because I touched on that, as long as the seal isn't burnt.
Yeah, so you inspect the quality of the can, the whatever it is you have there. Make sure the bottoms and tops aren't bubbling.
Yeah, if it's going...
Right, that means there's air in there.
Out.
Then you take your can opener, and when you pierce it, you want to hear some air releasing. That's the next
and not
step.
like psst.
No,
just a little
air release.
You can actually kind of, if you're using a hand, a lot of y'all got probably those electric ones. We just use a hand one. Yeah. Man, you can just feel, as soon as you feel it.
And then with your eyes, you look at it, inspect it with your eyes.
And smell it.
And then you smell it, and any kind of metallic is an indicator that something's not right. Then you taste just a little bit.
4:30
after that. Yeah.
But I just thought, touching on that, man, if there's any more, because I did that one video without you. And that's right up your alley. We did score a few, man, that you don't have to go out, like we're going to go to this case lot sale and, stock up on a few things that that are on sale. But Kitty goes to, they put a new Dollar General in the store down the road there, and every Saturday they got that. I've talked about it before. They got that you get $5 off, which actually this week they're doing 3 days of that.
Yeah.
3 days of $5 off. But I thought you were getting ready to cough or sneeze.
No,
She's been sneezing all morning.
Chris just ran by.
Yeah, I thought it was a ghost. I thought it was Bigfoot. But so something she does, I've talked about it before, is always picks
Bring home
up,
a can,
yeah, man,
an extra can.
that extra $5 you're saving, just buy, a couple cans of anything, man. Because dude, it's these times, man. We can touch on some of that, Kitty. Everybody loves your
my view, my
your
opinion.
view. Yes, why don't you
my calm,
talk on some of
my
the
positive.
Yeah, you are. Me, I'm just ready. Oh, dude, we're screwed.
I don't know. All the stuff that's going on. We all knew it was coming. We talk to our kids all the time about it.
We raised them that way.
And we knew when we were young that things were going to change when we got old. It's just something we grew up knowing.
But like I told Cara yesterday when we were talking to her that, I prepared, man. We raised our kids. Like I said, man, we've been, was criticized, ridiculed from our parents to family to people that, from the flea markets, man, and because we were raising our kids, we were homeschooling our kids when it wasn't cool.
Yeah.
We were homeschooling our kids, traveling around, living in a motorhome.
Selling junk,
and everybody, all the outside people or whatever, you wouldn't believe the threats and we got a lot of apologies in the last
10 years.
10 years, or well, actually, excuse me, even more than that. But about the time that I started doing, I guess it had 10 or 12 years, man, that really the apologies and stuff like that came in.
You guys did right.
Yeah, whatever.
Well, we knew what we were doing was what was best for us and for our kids, so we just ignored all the naysayers and
always have, never, man, never have listened to all that crap. But what I was getting at is last night we were talking to Cara, about the things going on, which we'll touch on a little bit, but was telling her, man, this is the truth, man. I knew, we knew, the 30 plus, we've been together forever, 30 plus years ago, that things, something was going to happen, man. And of course we went through the Y2K and all that, think, oh, this is it, and all that, knowing, man, and now when we start researching and looking back, I mean, this stuff has been in play for a long time. So we were on it, we knew. But dude, I never dreamed that it was going to be as messed up as it is. Because it's bad.
well, it's
or the things, the way that it, and who knows what it's going to turn out to be. Yeah. So I don't.
Well, and, the whole conspiracy theory
which are all
mindset. Well, that's what I was getting at. Yeah. Back in the day, we were conspiracy.
Oh yeah, we were total freaking tin hatters. Man, I can't. This is before YouTube. The comments that people are making stuff, and you just give them the all-American salute.
Yeah. Well, now they're like, what?
What? Huh? What do you mean?
Yeah.
I mean, it is. Man, so much. I just. Ain't really sitting down to make that kind of video, but we definitely can touch on, like I said, let's hear Miss Kitty positive side of it. You want me to bring up things? I don't know, man. You want to listen to some Squirrel Tribe and listen to her bring the dots together? Do you want to talk about, I don't know, Black Rock and Rick and did that?
Like I said, we've always known.
Mm-hmm.
This is not a surprise that all of this is coming to light.
I hope you're prepared, man. That's, everybody, did have one. Actually, I got two little comments. You just talk. You keep going. You have all kinds
keep
of
it
things
going,
to
not
say.
me.
I need to just start filming you when we're talking because it's so good till you get on video.
Yeah.
Oh, I do like this, though. You and Miss Kitty are some of my favorite people. I'm glad you keep the videos coming. It's not the one I was looking for, but thank you very much.
Yes.
Oh, that was free and wandering nomad fawn.
Nomad. One of the kids sent us a TikTok, and it talks about an 80-year cycle. And I can't repeat all of it, of course. But our generation is considered the nomads, which I thought was spot on.
Yeah, I would play that, but it's pretty long.
It is very long.
This guy, because I can't, so I'm going to read this, and then you tell me exactly...
how I interpret it?
Yeah, I don't
we
know
do,
if he's
we do that a
poking
lot.
or whatever.
He'll read a comment and he'll take it one way, and then I'll read it and go, well, no, I kind of think it was going this way.
Yeah. Because, I mean, sometimes, you know, I'm probably guilty as
Yeah.
too of writing comments, you know, because it's kind of like us, man, you know, because most of the time, you know, we finish each other's sentences, but sometimes one of us will pop off with something, and you know, the other person takes it. It's like, what
way.
are you talking about,
Yeah.
man? You know,
What are you trying to say?
Yeah, so I mean, that happens on the videos all the time.
Yeah.
And this one came in on I think this was on yesterday's video. You know, when I was in the woodshed and stuff, wasn't feeling all that great. I'm feeling better today. Miss Kitty's, other than the congestion and
Just
sneezing.
the congestion, yeah.
All right, so here we go. This is his name or her name is Captain Dumb. Some people's names, man, it's hard to figure out.
Well, they abbreviate things that are special.
Captain Dumb Vulgus is their name. And it says, You think if a self-reliant life is so rough and prematurely shortens your life by daily attrition, is that the big reason so many decline to live that lifestyle, besides the obvious lack of common comforts?
Okay, let me read that.
That's what I'm saying. I read it. I commented back.
I touched something when you passed the phone to me. I hate it when you do that.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Read it out loud. You read it.
Let me read it through first on my own.
You do what I tell you to do. That's how this
See how
relationship
that
works. That's how this works, Miss Kitty.
No, that is not a poke. I don't feel like it prematurely shortens our life.
No, see, in here, now you can read what I wrote back. Because I didn't take it as really a poke, so there you go, read that.
We all have common comforts we need, and I actually think it is a healthier way to live, and you will live longer the closer you live with the earth. Yeah.
I think...
I don't think that our way of life shortens our life.
It extends it.
By any means.
You know, who knows, but I mean... Obviously, if my tractor falls over on me or something like that.
Yeah, but that, I mean, you could...
Yeah, get hit in the car.
Right. Walking down the street, a car can hit you. And the lack of common comforts, that is huge. Because I think that drives a lot of people's decision making. People just don't want to give up their luxuries, and they don't... A flushing toilet is a luxury, and they think it's a right, and...
Yeah, we got, I don't ever go into all that stuff. We've got a septic and stuff, but our because we got a septic, but in the wintertime and all that, it's a lot of dang work.
Yeah. And I feel, I personally, my opinion, that the control that is given to the powers that be, that is what keeps them in control. Absolutely. Is everybody wanting to keep their comforts.
Absolutely.
That was a good comment.
Yeah. Well, that's why I didn't take it. I didn't think I came back. I thought I'd do. That's one of the reasons I wanted to read that. That's why I brought the phone over. But and I know Kitty feels the same way, my feeling on living this lifestyle, this close, I always say close to Earth, because I don't think... I mean, other than if you're living in a teepee or something like that, I feel that we live just about as close to... We spend, even in the wintertime, even now, the biggest percentage, maybe Miss Kitty, because she's got... Once she had her cook shack, she's like, see ya. But, which is a common comfort. But, dude, I spend so much of my time outside. And what really, like, when you get up and you come in here... You know, and it all depends on, especially, man, the way I'm getting wood right now. This morning when I came in here, it was still pretty warm in here and cold. I think I was up about 50 degrees this morning. Last night wasn't as cold.
Right.
But what I was getting at is I think for health reasons, when you get, you wake up. We wake up and, of course, your bed, man. Like I said, we have an electric blanket that we turn on because we do have power. We're semi-off-grid. We have an electric blanket that we turn on to warm our bed up, before we get in it. Mm-hmm. And then when we get in bed, obviously, man, we got wool blankets, all that, man. We sleep warm, man. Warm and nice, and I got the fire, stoked up for the night. You wake up at 3 or 4 o'clock. Man, your arm's cold.
Yeah.
Your head, sometimes I cover my dang head, man. Man, it's cold. It just depends on how cold it is that night. So then you get up and, man, get up, and get going, get out of bed and stuff. It's cold. Mm-hmm. There's times, I've talked about it before, man, there's times that in the cabin have gotten up, we have one of the water bottle,
cooler
things or whatever, whatever that thing's
tip
called.
the water over
onto the 5 gallons of water.
Cart.
And we've had ice in that multiple times, man. Well, that's telling you it's dang cold in there. We've woke up, not a lot in the last, 10 plus years, but there has been a few times that it was below freezing when we got up.
Definitely.
Not a ton, though.
No.
But 40 and above.
So what you're saying is that you feel like it's good for the human body to have that fluctuation with nature.
That's what I'm getting at, but I was working towards that in a slow-mo thing, man.
A little bit faster.
Trying to rush me?
Yes.
You got a time limit?
No.
But yes, that's exactly what I was getting at. Is getting up out of bed. I got sidetracked. Is what you're trying to reel me in?
Yeah.
Well, I was talking about because there is, man.
Yeah.
We've gotten up when there's ice and thing. But you get up like that, man, and we get up, and we come over to the cook shack. You have to go outside, so it's a damn blizzard.
And maybe 10 years ago, I would have put my coat on to do that, but not anymore. It's just like a natural thing to feel that crisp cold, whether it's 0 degrees.
You climatize, man. You get, and you get used to it at a point. Yeah, man, I don't like it being cold. Our feet, I would say our feet and our hands are the two things that
get the coldest,
man. And I actually, man, got a Mr. Heater that I brought in just to warm our, our feet up. Because, man, the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, and to be honest, the first couple of years was a little painful. That acclimation of getting used to that.
That first year was hell.
Yeah, and then after the first year, going into the second year, there was a lot of, I want to say anxiety. I know that you've talked about, have videos about that word, but going into winter in the second year, I'm like, oh no, it's going to be so cold.
And that year, I think it was the second year that, it was either the second or third that we had feet, like 4 foot of snow.
I'd have to look back.
Dude, I don't know what year it was, man, but that was insane.
Like, what are we doing?
Yeah. The first year, man, you can go way back on the videos, and then actually once a week I'm putting them out, and I'm going to do the run, so eventually we'll get there. But the first year that we bought this place, I signed on it in July, and I have, because I have so much junk. It took us till October, the 1st of October that year. It was our 100%. When we were on here full time, man, and I actually had to borrow gas money to get my last load of crap up here.
And we didn't even get it all.
No, I ended up leaving tons, man. I called junker buddies and stuff like that, man. I said, have at it. So they cleaned up, because, dude, I left so much stuff. Yeah. I lost. It cost me a lot of money. Yeah. But that first year, so in October, that was when I built I'd built a shade deal out here, the very first thing I ever built, just for shade off of the, we were staying in the, the motorhome, the old 69 motorhome.
Yeah. That was our bedroom at first until we got the VAG. Once we got the VAG up here, then the motorhome was in the cook shack.
Yep. And then, flashback.
I know.
Things have changed so much, right?
So much.
So then I built off the Vagabond, I built the the lean-to, basically a snow cover over it,
right.
And put walls up on it. But that first year, and I've talked about this multiple times, I picked the metal. I didn't have no money, man. I picked up the metal out of there's metal laying out here in this field. We went up where some old hot springs had blown down, and there was metal just strung all over this thing, man. It had rust holes through it and everything like that. And we sat in there, and we had, not only was it me and Miss Kitty, Kevin was just 16, 15 or 16. And Cara, Katie, and Tim, we didn't have no grandbabies at that time. And then we were all here, man, and
Zero insulation.
Yeah, zero insulation, man. Holes in the ceiling. You have to move your chair because of the drips and stuff, man. And we all sat around that wood stove. If you don't think that we had second thoughts of what the hell we were doing then, let me tell you.
Layers.
Yep. Tim couldn't do it.
No.
You know, Katie Joe would still be on this. If it was up to Katie Joe, they'd still be living on this property. Tim couldn't do it.
I know after she had the first baby, she might have
Came back.
tucked tail and ran.
Well, she got pregnant on this property. But you think she would just raising just
having a
TNT
baby
when he was a baby?
and diapers.
Yeah, but if they would have continued on doing what they were doing with that trailer, they would have had a little cabin and stuff. So anyway, who knows? That's not the way it turned out. That's not the way the cards fell. The original plan was for all of us to be on this.
Right.
You know, but
it was tough.
yeah, dude, it was
I don't
tough,
blame
man.
them.
Oh no,
blame them.
there's been times that I wanted to tuck tail and run too. I know Miss Kitty there was. So I mean, it is not a, like I always say, man, it's not like going out here and dancing in a field of daisies. That's for sure. But would I give it up? Not in
No, and there's many reasons why we chose to do what we're doing, and not 100% of it is about what's going on in the world. Not 100%.
No, well, no, man. When we were 15, 'cause that's when we first got together. When we were 15, our dream, what you're talking about, two teenage kids, our dream was to have a homestead, to build our own place, and raise a family. That was our dream at 15 years old, and we sure the heck weren't thinking about about the world end and all that stuff. But something that you always talk about that you've never really talked about on video that'd be good is your how you always talk about people wanting to live this lifestyle, or they watch it for 20 minutes on here, but can't do what we do, what ours, ours, what we do, not that we're so, we're so cool, but our lifestyle, the way we live, and, poor kids, you know what I'm getting at? You always talk
I haven't passed it yet. I'm waiting.
But you always say, we'll be watching some news or a YouTube thing, and you'll pop off with that comment of, the people, they couldn't do what we do. Our living, maybe it's something you don't want to say on camera.
I know, I honestly don't. Maybe the way you're wording it just isn't, it's not clicking in my head.
Well, read my mind.
I'm trying to.
But you always say, it's a comment you've made multiple times about, the way we live and all that, how people just couldn't do it,
Well, it sounds romantic. I mean, to most people. Is that what you mean?
Kind of, but just, even talk about, some of these, man, I ain't calling anybody out trying to start no horse crap or anything, but you'll see something, gosh, I don't even know how to get there, on a homestead thing or what, or off-grid or anything like that, and they've got money.
Well, that was one of my points, is saying that not 100% of the why we're doing this is because of the world. You grow up thinking that, you find a job and you work hard and they'll reward you and you can buy a house and get married and have a family and pay your house off and be comfortable. That just never happened for us.
No. Man, we tried.
We tried.
We've had so many different businesses and adventures.
Yeah, on payroll for companies, dedicated
good
time.
money too, man. Sometimes. And one time we had credit that frick, it was we could dang near sign our names and buy anything we wanted.
Right, and it not the company's fault, but things would happen in the economy or whatever, and then companies would go out of business.
Well, we were both in construction in,
in
what was it, 2009 or was it 8 or 9 or whatever?
Yeah, and lost everything.
Everything. Our house,
Everything.
our truck, our four-wheeler.
Yeah, yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
So a lot of it is living within your means. And once you figure out that all of your luxuries are costing you your entire life, you realize that if you could live within your means, that you could be happier. And sometimes that means being cold in the winter, or, not having a fully completed home. You look around, you can see insulation showing through.
That's the cook shack, man.
It's a work in progress. But we decided that we could live without those luxuries so that we could have something of our own.
And this baby will be paid off in just a couple of months.
And
100%.
Once you've hit that point in your life and realize that you get up and set your alarm clock, get up in the morning, go to somebody else's place of business. They decide how much they're going to compensate you for your time. You go home and you look around and you're like, this isn't where I want to be. This isn't making me happy.
Look how many folks, man, in the $1 million homes.
What would you give up to be able to be comfortable?
That's
and
the thing, man. Are you
life?
willing to make the sacrifices that it takes?
It sounds
to have,
easy to say, well, I'm just going to, go out and do this. Oh, I think that I know what you're talking about.
All right, here we go.
That if people could do that, I think that if they could do that, then there would be no power for the people in power.
Absolutely.
The powers that be.
It's
they wouldn't have the power over you anymore. If you could honestly say, I don't need your product. I don't need your services.
Turn off the freaking power. I don't care.
Right. Turn it off.
Yeah.
I'll survive. It'll be uncomfortable, but you're scared. People are scared. And they want to use that to scare you to keep.
Dude, that's the whole, that's kind of along the lines.
What you're thinking about?
A little bit, yeah.
Let's do it.
That was the tail end.
Yeah.
Of it.
Yeah, but you got to be committed. I mean, you don't.
You got to be willing to sacrifice.
You don't go out and say, save the world, leave me alone.
Stop.
All that kind of stuff, unless you're willing to deal with the consequences of that. Because there are consequences of shutting down the government. There's consequences to the economy collapsing, or the food industry, getting changed and all that. There's consequences.
Yeah, man.
Sorry about that.
Got some more coffee. Got her coffee refill and
potty break.
When Kai's barking, and he barks.
He barks at the wind sometimes.
Yeah, everything, man. The chicken barks to get in. Mm-hmm. But when Grizz barks, man, then it's time to check.
Yeah.
I didn't see nothing going on.
Nothing going on. No, so I was just saying, consequences of wishing for change. Careful what you wish for, because you just might get it.
Yeah. Whether you want it or not.
That's right.
And it's coming, man. That's, yeah, I don't know what's coming, but it's coming, man. And make sure you are prepared for
whatever.
For whatever, man. That's if they're doing stuff like they're doing over there in Ohio with the chemicals and contaminating the water and stuff's falling out of the sky, and how the hell do you prepare for that? Mm-hmm. That, man, that, like I said, that if that's the stuff and it's killing all the ground, man, it's game over. Is that what they're after?
Well, why would they?
They got to eat that crap too.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Why would they want that? They need, that would defeat the purpose of having power. Mm-hmm. If you have power over people and then you wipe out the population, what good is it to have the power? They wouldn't want that.
Oh, they want the AI, probably. Who the heck knows, man? And then they're buying up all the farmlands, man. I haven't heard of any catastrophes anywhere around any of Gates' places.
I haven't researched that.
Yeah, that'd be a good one. That'd be a good one. That'd be a good one for Squirrel Tribe. Get after that.
Yeah, check that out.
Dude, I love her, man. She is point on. I don't even, I've backed off of You know, man, which our thoughts and prayers are completely with everybody over there. Dude, but our thoughts and prayers are for everybody in the world in this crazy...
Well, right now the focus is on the people in Ohio, which it needs to be. But what about all the
Mississippi
other people?
River and all the way to the Gulf.
Into Pennsylvania and wherever that cloud is dispersing.
Well, the cloud's going... That's the crazy part is, you know, the stuff... It's in the creek, the contamination in the rivers and the creeks is running into the Mississippi all the way, and it's going to go all the way to the Gulf, the Gulf Coast. There, you know, the stuff that I'm reading and researching and all that is, I can't remember what the count on how many animals they'd lost, but that is going to contaminate into the Mississippi River, you know, down to the Gulf, and then the cloud and the way that, you know, the storms and all that stuff's all going farther east and north. I've been to Canada and, you know, holy smokes, and it's so much bigger than they're, you know, putting out there. I don't know, didn't really mean to go off. Dude, it's hard not to go off on all that stuff happening, man. It's just, it's
definitely something to keep your eye on.
That's what I was saying is how I got off on that is how the heck do you prepare for that? Get the heck out of there, man. That's, you know, if that happened close to us, man, as much as I love my Crick Bottom, paid off or not.
Well, if everything got contaminated,
yeah, where you'd have to try to go.
Yeah.
And then the thing about the contaminations, you know, and people are getting bronchitis and all that stuff now, you know, that's one of the things that the I don't even know who, the EPA and the government and all that, you know, they're all testing and doing that, which they ain't even testing for the right stuff, but they're testing all these people and doing all that. Yes, man, I am concerned about, you know, the babies and the animals and the fish and all that's happening right now. But what the heck in 10 years? You know?
Yeah.
Future, you know, it's not, because this ain't no, you know.
So should they just evacuate the whole area?
That's what I think. That's what they want for the it's powers be. I don't know what I think that's what they're after. They're after the cobalt and stuff that's probably in the grounds underneath it. Man, that's a whole different video there. But my point in this video of getting at it is just, you know, I told you, I'm telling you to prepare. You know, make sure you have water, food, all that. But something like that, you know, the only thing you do is, man, is pack up your rigs or whatever and try to get as far away from it as you. I feel so bad for all those folks, man. I got one guy that left a message, man. He's 20 miles from there. I mean, that's pretty dang close, you know. And then depending on which way the wind blows, if the rivers flow,
if you're upstream or downstream, or
it's scary times. Scary times, man. Y'all be careful out there and definitely prepare, man. Be prepared for, you know, who knows, man. I don't know what, you know, we just do our thing. But you got to live, too. You got to keep, you know, keep after it. And, you know, those folks that are in Palestine, East Palestine and all that, you know, that'd be hard to keep continuing living, man. Especially if you owned your house, man. You know, oh, my house is going to be paid off next year. Or, you know, or I just bought, there's one folks that just bought, man, like a month ago, bought their house. Young couple. I don't know if you've seen that interview.
I did not.
Man, it's so sad. I mean, you know, I say continue living, man. I wish all those people the best, man, over there. It's so, and it's easy to say you'd leave or whatever.
But you're living your life.
Right. You know, and for us, you know, here on the Crick Bottom, I'd head for the hills. I head for the hills no matter what happens in my life. I always head for the hills. But wonder if that was it.
Right.
You know, then like I said, game over, man. Just be careful out there, man, everybody. One thing that I was going to mention, too, is we just got, and I'm pretty excited.
I'm very excited.
Yeah, we got contacted to see if we wanted to try and do a review on a solar-powered generator.
Talk about getting prepared.
Yeah, I like that. I've never, ever used one. So we're going to
take our time, unbox it,
learn
and stuff. How it works.
Yep, because I want to get it I'll do that'll be a future video, but I'm gonna unbox it on video and then take a few days to do it. Obviously, waiting for
Sun.
the weather and the sun. Yeah, because I'm really excited to have that because me and Car are gonna be building some more chicken houses and stuff like that.
Shelters.
And there's no power down on that end, so to be able to transport a little power down there is going to be I'm pretty excited to see what it'll run and what it'll do. So that'll be a future video. And it's really all I got for you. You got any other? Didn't mean to go off on the. It's like I said, it's so hard. Man, you're in the flipping dollar store or whatever, run into somebody you know and start small talking, and the next thing you know, man, everybody, man, it all, whether it be what's going on over in Ohio or over in Ukraine, or man, we won't even go there today. Holy crap. Let's give them some more money.
It's a mess.
Jeez, it's a mess. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share. Helps keep the lights on, the home fires burning.
Them propane full.
We filled them babies up yesterday.
Yes, we did.
We've been burning a lot. So, and then, Kai, yeah, check out the links below and the eBay store and the t-shirts and the decals, and go over to Mountain Junkers, check it out. We haven't got back over there to Patreon. We need to do that.
No, we need to do that.
And then, other than that, I think that's it. Good Lord willing. And them creeks don't rise.
We'll be back again tomorrow.
See ya.